Hello, hello. Happy Friday the 13th, and welcome to this live stream where we're going to honor the sacred feminine within you. And I've called it a global goddess gathering because all of the goddesses around the globe can come here and join in this live stream and really honor this sacred day. And I think it's especially special, not quite right, but it's especially powerful because of the fact we've just come through the 12/12 portal and we're going straight into Friday the 13th. Really sacred. So I'm going to chat a little bit about this. Hello, Claudia. Hello. Oh, great to have you here. So as you're joining, I'll wait a couple of minutes before I get into it, just to give a chance for a few more people to join. If you are watching the replay, you might like to just go ahead a couple of minutes just while everyone is joining. And as you're joining, please let me know where in the world you are, bringing the energy of the sacred mother that you live on, or wherever you happen to be. You may not be living there, bringing that energy into our group today, into our sacred circle. So if you can pop that in the chat as well as you're joining. And I'm really excited about this day. I'm not like in terms of the live stream. I was quite uncertain as to what's going to come through. What are we going to talk about? So anyway, I'm sure it will reveal itself. But greetings from Poland. Wonderful. Great to have the Polish energy here. Claudia, I know you're in Germany at the moment, so we've also got the German energy. I'm so glad you can be here too. From Dunedin in New Zealand. Fabulous. Hello, Judy. Great to have you. Hello, Cornelia, Germany, great. Yes, Germany, fabulous. Hello, Suzanne from Leeds in England. Thank you for bringing the energy there from Northern England. And I'm sure that there'll be a lot more watch the replay as well. So if you are watching the replay, just be aware that, like, be conscious of bringing in the energy of the land you're on, of that goddess you're living on, into our space as well. Hello, Sharon from Western Australia. Good to have you. Rejuvenate Life is Robin from Dunedin. Thanks for letting me know, Robin. I know that's always the trick, isn't it, with your YouTube tag? But thank you and welcome. Great to have everyone. Okay, so let's get into it now. And as others join, they can just catch up. So I'll just go through what I'm going to cover today. As I said, I wasn't really very sure about this. Hello, Lara from Sydney. Great to have you. And I managed to get to a beach this morning to have my walk, which I'm a little bit further from the beach where I'm house sitting at the moment. And so I managed to get there, which is when all the beautiful information comes through. So while I was walking, I was tuning into the goddess energy and just got a little bit more insight. So I popped down a couple of notes because I was hoping that would remind me to stay on track, and this is what we're going to do. But I will have a chat just a little bit about Friday the 13th and why that is such a sacred day to the goddess. I did a little bit of research for that. I know, I'm surprising you, huh? But I just wanted to, I had my ideas, but I thought I'm just going to see what else is out there. So I explored that. Then we're going to bring in some goddess energy. So that's going to be like a little bit of a team effort when we go into that. And then I'm going to guide you on a meditation through the chakras, embodying the goddess energy with the chakras. And then we will just have a little bit of time for sharing afterwards, just whatever came up for you in the meditation, how you're feeling. And then I'm going to share a special invitation for 2025. And I'm going to complete with a channeled message from the goddess. I don't know which goddess. She hasn't revealed herself to me yet. So hopefully by the time I get to that part of the live stream, I'll be good. Yeah, well, to be honest, okay, there's a lovely segue. So the question's every Friday the 13th, the day of the goddess. A lovely segue into what is the Friday the 13th? Because in actual fact, every Friday is a day of the goddess. And so Friday is named after, there's a couple, well, there's two Norse goddesses. And so there's a little bit of, ooh, which one is it named after? But one is Frigg, who was the queen of Algard and the wife of Odin. So she's the goddess of marriage and childbirth. So she's probably the one that intellectually they say is where Friday is named from. The other one, though, is Freya, also a Norse goddess. And she is the goddess of love, fertility, beauty, you know, more the Venusian energy, although she also does have a warrior component. So those two goddesses are said to be the foundation of the name Friday. But of course, in French and Spanish and Italian, you have the Latin root for those three, which is Venus. So whether it's Vendredi or the Spanish or Italian, can't remember what they are off the top of my head right now, but they start with VEN. And so that's the Venusian energy. So interesting that those different cultures and languages that have a different root are still named for the goddess on Friday. So in actual fact, every Friday is the day of the goddess. But the 13th is, hello, Steph from Brisbane. Good to have you here. Thank you, Claudia. Yes. In actual fact, the 13th is considered the feminine number. Now, again, I did a little research because I would have said, like off the top of my head, I was like, well, that's the number of the goddess because of the 13, like in the ancient calendar, it was made up of 13 moon cycles. And so that made up the year, or the 13 menstrual cycles made up the year, or there were 13 menstrual cycles within the year. And so that was off the top of my head. And then, of course, with my connection to the rose line and Venus, I was also thinking about the fact that Venus and the Earth do their dance around the sun every 8 years and form that beautiful 5-pointed star pattern in the sky, which is called the Rose of Venus. So that's the 5-pointed star, and the 8, it takes 8 years to create that. And of course, 8 plus 5 is 13. And I learned this, I didn't know this, that is 8 years of Earth time, but that cycle takes 13 years of Venus time, because Venus has a shorter year than Earth. So I found that quite interesting. So that's just sort of tying in a little bit about the 13. Oh no, there was something else. I didn't know about this. The fruit of life consists of 13 circles, and a circle is a feminine symbol, whereas the straight line is a masculine symbol. And the fruit of life is the predecessor of Metatron's cube, and Metatron's cube is the male and female unified. So that I found that somewhere and went, oh, there's another sort of support for that. And another one is that Mary Magdalene is often considered to be the 13th apostle or the 13th disciple. So you've got the 12 men and the 13th is a woman. Although the church would not give her that, say that she's one of the disciples, or certainly they haven't, although now that she has been proclaimed the apostle for the apostles, but the 13th. So that was interesting as well. So they were just some things that I came up with. I'm interested to know whether you know any more, but it is always a sacred number. And because of that, we could say that because it has been the feminine number, that's a part of why it has been made wrong, evil, unlucky. However, there is a historical event that if you research it, it'll often link to Friday the 13th. So in Friday the 13th in 1307, it was in October, Philip IV, I think, of France, that's when he started arresting the Knights Templar, and including the Grand Master Jacques de Molay. And that happened on Friday the 13th. And they were imprisoned in Chinon, the castle at Chinon. And that's powerful. There's a couple of things tied in there. I've been to that castle. I went in 2007, and I was on a Templar initiation journey at the time, traveling from Santiago de Compostela in Spain through France, and it finished at Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland. And it was going through the different chakra initiation sites for the Templars. And we stopped at Chinon. It wasn't meant to be on the itinerary, but everyone wanted to go there. And so we went and saw you could still see where the Templars were held, like these narrow, tiny little rooms off a tower. And there was sort of all graffiti on the inside that had been carved. And it was such a powerful energy for me. I have a very strong resonance with the Templars. And it was a really powerful experience. But the other thing is, Chinon is where Joan of Arc went to the Dauphin to ask for an army, to lead an army. That's where she first went to say, "Can I lead the army?" And the Dauphin, the king's son, was hiding in the crowd, and she had to pick him out. And that's how they knew that she was for real. So that also happened at Chinon. So quite interesting. But going back to the Templars, well, interesting because Joan of Arc is such a goddess energy. But going back to the Templars, what is also interesting and where it ties into the goddess is that the Templars were quite instrumental in the creation and the designing, building, and so on of the Notre Dame cathedrals. And there are several. And of course, the most famous is Paris. And how interesting that this is the week that reopened, and so close to Friday the 13th. But also, Notre Dame, although it's been said to be Mary now, and of course Mary is a goddess in her own right, but there's a lot of conjecture that actually, because the Templars did recognize and honor the relationship between Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and really honored Mary Magdalene, and that was very strong, especially in that south of France, northern Spain, and over into Italy area. That the Notre Dame was actually Mary Magdalene, or perhaps it was simply the sacred feminine. So Our Lady was honoring the sacred feminine. So even that Friday the 13th and that bit of history sort of weaves in a little bit with the energy of Friday the 13th. So I'm very interested. Hello, Esther. Lovely to have you here. Yes, exactly, Claudia. All the planets are in the weekdays. Yes, I know that, having been a Steiner mum, because when the kids were really little and going to preschool, because that was honoured each day of the week in the planet, and they used to have to dress. They didn't have to. It was suggested that they dress in a certain colour because each planet had a colour. So on the moon day, they would wear a certain colour. I can't remember what they were now. I do remember that Friday was purple. But so they dressed in certain colours to honour the planets on that day, and the teachers always dressed in that as well. So that's where I learnt about the days of the week being associated with the planets. So that's Friday the 13th. So share in the comments if you've got any thoughts on that, any other ideas about why it's the day of the goddess. Have you associated it with the goddess before? Or when you saw I was doing this, was it like, oh, Friday the 13th, isn't that unlucky? So because I'm sure that we could explore more here. I'm sure there's more to it. And as I said at the beginning, I find it especially powerful that we came through the 12th. We've come through the 12-12 portal to come into this day. So actually, that reminds me, I'm going to, did I put it here? No, I'm going to share some cards with you before we get into the meditation. Yeah, I'll share the cards first. Okay, I've got too many things I want to do with you. I'll share the cards first. So I asked the question, what does the goddess have to share with you? What for this Friday the 13th energy? What does the goddess sort of want you to know? What's the message? So first I drew a card from Sacred Earth Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno's oracle. And I mean, how's this for a beautiful goddess card? Revision. Oh, hang on. I should have put my reading glasses on before I did that. Okay. Let me get that back up and revision. I'm just going to read this part. The memory of creation is stored within the ground you walk on. Still your mind, relax, close your eyes, and feel the timeless healing energy of our Mother Earth. There is one love, one breath, and one dream flowing and evolving through you and this beautiful planet. Touch her, think of her, feel her all around you, and know she is inside your heart. So, and what I especially love about that is I was looking at it as revision. It's almost like, is it time for a new vision? And I was also thinking this morning as I was walking on the beach, I was thinking about, is this about, this time right now, the emergence of the goddess? And it was like, no, the goddess has emerged. The goddess is here. But are we allowing the goddess to move through us? Are we embodying the goddess? This is actually the important part now. The goddess has emerged. The goddess is here. The goddess is all around us. The goddess is in everything. Are we embodying her? So, second card, because you can never have too many. This is from the Mystique of Magdalene, Cheryl Yambrak Rose's deck. I always love this card. Okay. Card 22. Let me put on my glasses this time so I'm not fiddling around. There we go. Beautiful card. Magdalene's portal. Gateway. So this is what it is for you. As we have 13 people on this call at the moment. Lift yourself and raise your vibration higher so your consciousness can expand into the portal. There are new things to explore and experience that will change your life. You stand before a gateway. You may enter if you choose to take that first step. And of course, this is especially sacred because this card is actually related to the cave at La Sainte-Baume, where I hold my retreats. And quite a few of you here have been on retreat with me there. So that's that card. And if you haven't, there's still a couple of places for next year's in May. Okay. Finally, the other place we're going for a retreat next year, the Oracle of Delphi. Okay. And this is Susie Cherub's Oracle, another beautiful one. And this card, when I first drew it, I thought, oh, that's an interesting one. What's this one about? Theatre. Participate, challenge, co-create, contend. Seduce your soul and unlock your creative voice till it purrs with heavenly delight. Be the leading light of love in your own stage production. Now, if that's not an invitation to be the goddess, well, what is? I thought that was really beautiful. So interested to know what do those cards say to you? So you've got two things, my period starting today, and it's time for you to set your next 7-year vision, revision. Beautiful, 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 Lata. I've just realized it's been 8 years since I wrote my first soul song. Wow, Judy. I took my listeners on a journey today of my soul and music journey. Gorgeous. A new 8-year cycle. Hello, Anne Lynn. Today on December 13, we also celebrate St. Lucia, the day of light. Oh my gosh. How gorgeous. How perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the word purr. Wasn't that amazing? When I read that, I was like, oh, just goes right through you, doesn't it? So beautiful. So I'm really interested. So now we've had our little intro to the Friday the 13th, our cards from the goddess. So I'd love you to share with me which goddess, is there a goddess that's in your world at the moment? So just of late, maybe one's just coming through now, but is there one that's just been in your world a little bit lately that feels present for you right now? for me, what have we got? Claudia, it's also an era ending and a new beginning. I'm ready and revisioning the next 7-year cycle. Yes, yes. How exciting. It's an exciting time to be alive. So anyone got any, like to share? What goddess is around you at the moment, particularly strongly? I think, and I know this is because yesterday we did an oracle call in the Temple of the Rose membership, in my membership, and the goddess that came through was Aphrodite. But she has been in my realm in the last few days, so I feel like she's here quite strongly for me. My goddess, Guanyin, oh, Kuan Yin. Is that Kuan Yin? Excuse that. Took me a while to get my tongue around that one. Yesterday evening, I participated in Light Co-transmission about unlocking creativity. So the third card was beautiful. Oh, perfect, perfect. Maybe a goddess of creativity. Maybe. So, I mean, you don't have to name it. This is the thing. This is what I was pondering, is that the name, like they're all different aspects of the goddess, of like the great feminine energy, if you like. And this is what we were exploring in our call yesterday, is that Venus is the Roman equivalent of Aphrodite. Aphrodite is the Greek. And it's, when I had a quick look online, it was like they're the same thing. But in actual fact, they're not, because they've been honored by a different culture, they've been named by a different culture, and they might represent similar things, but they're going to be a very different frequency. And so each aspect of the goddess, each name, like whether we're looking at Frigg or Freya or Venus in terms of the naming of Friday, each one has quite a different energy and represents that culture in a different way. So, so yes, I'm sure there are several goddesses where creativity is woven in. Yes, I've always been drawn to Freya and Venus and Mary. Lately, I've also felt drawn to Hathor. Oh, yes. Yes. And that's the other thing I was thinking about with those different frequencies is, you could say that Isis and Mary have the same energy. They're both sort of like almost like the great mother energy, but they're a very different frequency. Like if you call in Isis and you call in Mary, you can tell it's quite a different frequency there. Yes, I get a lot of green nature goddess feeling energy right now. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that was partly why I did want to draw the from the Sacred Earth Oracle to bring in some of that now as well. Anyone else going to share a goddess around? Dark goddess energy. Yes, so you do like the dark goddess energy. Is there a particular, like if you know of a particular goddess that feels there, a particular name, because as I said, that can hold a frequency. And part of the reason I'm actually inviting you to brainstorm this a little bit is because we're going to bring it into our meditation. Lilith. Yeah, fantastic. So if anyone else, as you're joining, if there's a goddess that you feel very present to at the moment, please pop it in the chat. Hell, I don't know that goddess. Interested to know what the what it represents, what she represents. I love Mary Magdalene and Morgana. Actually, Steph, that reminds me that with you writing that is it doesn't, a goddess also, like the goddess energy, it doesn't have to be known to be a goddess, like you would have Athena and Aphrodite. It's like they're called goddesses. Yes, so Mary Magdalene would not necessarily be called a goddess, but certainly embodies the frequency of, that is a goddess type energy. Okay. Hela. Okay. Who became Hell just for a moment. So you might find as we go through the meditation now that you do tap into some different goddess energies. What I'm actually going to do is to take you through the chakras and invite the embodiment of the goddess into each of those chakras. So I won't necessarily say a specific goddess, but you might be aware of a specific goddess or a specific frequency as I take you through that meditation. Okay, so let's start because I can feel myself leaving my body now. So let's get into it. So closing your eyes. And begin by taking your focus down to your feet chakras on the balls of your feet, where you connect in with the great goddess Gaia and feeling her energy as she moves up into your body and you take your energy down deep into her. Feel it reaching in deep. You might even see that as roots, and you might see those roots going right around the earth, really embodying into her, into Gaia, into the great Earth Mother. And then imagine all around us are all these different aspects of the goddess, many different aspects. And some you may recognize. They may be goddess energies that you work with. You might know them by name. You just might know them by the feel of their energy. All just a different frequency of the one great goddess energy. And as we sit here in the energy of this day, of Friday, the day of the goddess, of 13, the number of the goddess, it's almost like even more of them have come out to play. All her forms, all around us, holding us in her embrace. So feeling that frequency, feel that energy moving through your body. And then take a deep breath in and breathe that energy into your lungs and into your heart. And then breathe out. And then breathe that energy in again. And this time breathe it into your whole body. You're absorbing all of this goddess energy. And then when you breathe it out through your feet and send all that energy down into Mother Earth. And then when you breathe in again, draw up the energy of Mother Earth. Feel her fill you. And then breathe out of your crown and send the energy of Mother Earth and all of those goddesses up into the cosmos. And as you connect with the energy of the cosmos, see that energy of the cosmos come down and circle around you. And flow back into the earth. And flow back up through your roots with the energy of Mother Earth and back through you. So you have the flow of Mother Earth, the flow of the goddess, the flow of the cosmos, all of it moving through you. And then tune in to the energy of this day. Tune into the energy of Friday, the day of the goddess. Just feel the frequency. I mean, pretty special that it is the day most people celebrate because it's the end of the week. Like, how beautiful that that's the Goddess Day, the day we so often look forward to. So just tune in to that frequency. We're celebrating the goddess every week at the end of the week, or the end of the working week, if you like. And then tune into the energy of 13. And just notice how that feels for you. Notice if you have do you have a little bit of darkness associated with it, with the story that we've been programmed with? And if you do, if you feel something in you, perhaps you could tune into that energy as being the betrayal of the goddess, the denial of the goddess. Because both those things have certainly been applicable. They've been very strong. They've been very much a part of who we are. And that is why now, and for some time, we've been reclaiming her, remembering her, and now revisioning her. So as you tune into those frequencies and tune into the frequency of the goddess who came to you when I asked the question about who's been present, which aspect has been present for you lately, tune into her energy. And you might even like to ask whether you're seeing a specific goddess or a representation, an energy around her, like the dark goddess. Tune into that energy and ask her, why is she with you at this time? Does she have a gift for you? Is she here to remind you of something? Is she here to help you revision? So she is here holding this space for you. And now take your focus back to your feet chakras where we started the meditation. These chakras are so important for your connection to the goddess, to the earth goddess, to Gaia. And as you put your focus there, set the intention that you embody the goddess more within these chakras, so that when you walk upon the earth, you are fully connected to her, so that you can be present to your connection to her. This is one of the most powerful since there's two of them, most powerful chakras for connecting to the great goddess. And as I say that, I've got the song, Mother, I Feel You Under My Feet. It's such a fabulous song for activating the goddess within your feet chakras. Whenever you walk on her, particularly barefoot, you are activating the goddess energy in your feet. So feel them active and alive now, and just putting your focus there, you might really feel this energy. How can you walk the path of the goddess more fully? Are you following your goddess path? Are you allowing the goddess to move through you? Are you allowing the earth energy to move through you? How does she want to express herself through you? In many ways, the earth is she is the physical expression of the goddess. And she's here with us. We are on her all the time. Do we view her and honor her and revere her in that way? And since we are of her, we are also that goddess energy. And then take your focus up to your base chakra or your root chakra. This chakra is a little bit more masculine in its energy. It provides support and stability. So thinking about what goddess could you call in to provide support and stability for you that could give you a good foundation. So as I'm saying that, is there a goddess that comes to mind or an aspect of the goddess who could give you this strength? I mean, that's probably not the right way to put it. Bring it through you, find it in yourself. Because all these goddesses are aspects of ourselves. So once you've tuned into this particular goddess, whether you've got a name for her or you're just sensing her energy, invite her to embody within you. And then tuning into her because she has a gift for you. She might be presenting you with something, I was going to say physical, but an object, or it could be some words of wisdom. So whoever this goddess is, ask her to reveal the gift that she has so that you can embody her more fully in your base chakra. And then tune into that chakra. How does that feel now that you have embodied the goddess there? And then moving up to the sacral chakra. Now, this is a more feminine chakra, the chakra of flow, the chakra of attraction, of magnetism. This is the chakra of your tribe. This is the chakra that attracts your sacred sisterhood to you. This is the chakra that I really associate with the Temple of the Rose, the ladies in my membership. Such strong sacral energy. This is the chakra of creativity. So feeling the goddess that comes into this chakra, how does she appear for you? Do you see her in a form, like with a name, you can identify her? Or are you more sensing her energy? Invite her frequency into your sacral chakra. And really tune into that part of your body and notice how it feels when you invite her in. When you revision this chakra with her present. And ask her, what is her gift for your sacral chakra? Again, it might be an object. It could be something she says, an image she shows you. So receiving that gift and holding it there with her presence in your sacral. And then move up to your solar plexus. Again, we have a little stronger masculine, a stronger yang energy in the solar plexus. Now, even though I'm saying that with these chakras, of course, they also have the other component. They also have a yin component, but there tends to be one that's stronger. So what goddess comes in here? What goddess holds the frequency of your solar plexus? See who comes forward. Feel her energy. This can be quite a warrior energy, so strong and empowered. Energy of will, of drive, motivation, leadership. Which goddess represents this for you? And feel this frequency embody into your solar plexus. And notice how it feels in your solar plexus area as you integrate this energy into this chakra. And ask this goddess, what is her gift for you? She might have a message. Or a symbol. Just receiving whatever comes to you. And then taking your focus up to your heart chakra. A more yin energy here. The energy of love and compassion. The embodiment of love. Not always so much the giving out of love, but the embodiment of love. Because when you embody love, you radiate it out. And so, which goddess represents this for you? Which goddess is being embodied in your heart chakra? So see who appears. and feel her frequency. And feel the effect that has on your heart. Feel the expansion, perhaps. Just notice how it's feeling. And also ask her, what is her gift for you? What is her gift for your heart chakra? So that you may hold her frequency there. All these different aspects of the goddess all within you. And then going to your throat chakra. And again, this is often more yang because it's an expressive chakra. The energy goes out. So who is the goddess that appears for your throat chakra? Who is the goddess to assist you in the expression of all that you create? This is a really important one, and this goddess will be with you quite a bit into 2025 because our throat chakras are going through a major upgrade. Our throat chakras are really moving into the higher frequency of the fifth dimension. And so whichever goddess shows up for your throat chakra is probably going to be an important one for you moving into next year. So notice who it is, notice what her energy is, and feel that energy move into your throat chakra. That frequency integrates into your throat. Assisting you to move even more deeply into your authenticity and your authentic expression, into your truth. A frequency that gives the true expression of your blueprint. This is what's going to be happening next year. So this goddess, as I said, is very important. So ask her, what is her gift for you? And then move your focus up to the third eye. Have a more inward focus here. Bringing in a more feminine energy, a more yin energy. And as you feel the movement through this chakra and the goddess emerges to assist you with this, I really strongly feel this is like the flow of the goddess energy through this chakra. This is the flow of your intuition, which is the flow of the goddess energy. Your intuition, your insight, your clairvoyance, all the clairs. This is the goddess moving through you in sort of extremely, so strong. And so who is this goddess guiding you here? Who is this goddess to be integrated into this chakra? As I was saying that, it was almost like she was overpowering the mind, like, you will now be my servant. Uh, so the mind will be working for her rather than the other way around. So feel her frequency, embed her frequency into your third eye. And ask her, what is her gift to you for your third eye chakra? And then take your focus up to your crown. In your crown chakra, you are the goddess. You are one with the goddess. All of those aspects of her are here in your crown chakra. And as I say that, I just see a crown of roses. Oh, I meant to put mine on, I forgot. I just saw a crown of roses being put on your crown chakra. This is all of the aspects of the goddess unified in your crown chakra. All of her in you, for you are all of her. You are all of these aspects of her. She is simply reflecting you. And as she shows up in different forms, she is perhaps showing you the aspect of you that maybe is most powerful in you at this time, or maybe wants your focus more at this time, wants to be acknowledged more at this time. But all of those aspects are all within you. And here's where they are united in your crown chakra. And so see yourself in the crown chakra, the goddess that you are. For indeed you are an incarnate form of the goddess. And so ask yourself, what is your gift to yourself? What is your gift to the goddess within you? How can you honor her more? Or even, what does she require from you? And then imagine right now that you are looking in the mirror at the great goddess that you are. See her. See that you are an aspect of that great goddess in your current form, just like all of these other aspects that you've called in. And that aspect may change. Perhaps sometimes you look in and you see Aphrodite. Perhaps other times you look and you see Lilith. But see her, acknowledge her. Acknowledge all the many expressions she has through you. And on this day, on this Friday the 13th, really take the time to celebrate that goddess, the goddess you are. And perhaps you may choose every Friday to somehow honor you, the goddess you. The more you celebrate her and acknowledge her, the more empowered she becomes in you. The more she flows through you. The stronger that intuitive flow becomes. The stronger your voice becomes. The more you step into that power that is the goddess energy. Revision the goddess within you. So now imagining all of those goddesses in circle around us, all of those aspects of the goddess. They're seeing you, they're applauding you, they're honoring you, they're throwing roses at you. For you are reflecting the goddess back to them. Then just take a deep breath in. And as you do, just say to yourself, I am the goddess, and then your name. So I am the goddess Jacquelyn. And feel that energy within you as you hold your breath. And then as you breathe out, you send that energy out to the world. And then just do that a couple more times. This is the light that the world needs, the light of the goddess. And then take your focus down to your feet chakras where we began the meditation, feeling that earth beneath your feet, feeling your roots into her, and feeling the lovely grounded energy of the earth coming up through those roots and into your body. And then use that energy to come back into your body. You can slowly start to move your body. Just taking your time. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. And then come back into our space. And as you come back, excuse if you're hearing any background noises. I'm pet sitting a lovely Labradoodle at the moment who did a bit of walking around during the meditation. Yeah, he just heard I was talking about him. Yes, hello Piccolo. Yes, we're done there now. So as you come back, if you can please, if you feel to share your experience of that, how you found the meditation, if there was a particularly strong goddess, if there was a strong, particular chakra that felt really activated by that energy, please do share. And I'll just give you a moment or two to pop that in the chat. And also, if you're watching the replay, please share in the comments if there was a particularly powerful aspect of that for you. And something that I would like to share just while I'm waiting for that to those comments, and if we're waiting for you to ground again and then share any comments. I do want to share that a part of holding this event today was also to tell you about my very sacred membership, the Temple of the Rose. This is my sacred sisterhood, and a beautiful, beautiful collection of goddesses who we gather together for a couple of calls every month and share our wisdom and grow together. I mean, that's basically what it's all about. It's guided by my guides, the Rose Line. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you will have seen my 11 videos in 11 days where I channeled the 11 oracles of the Rose Line. It's a very affordable membership. It's 44 Australian dollars a month. You can leave at any time, so there's no obligation. That's about £22, around 25, 26 euros, and US dollars about the same. It is a sacred sisterhood who sees you for who you are and honors you for who you are. And it's a very safe space to grow into, not to grow into, you already have your wisdom, to remember your wisdom and allow it to flow. So beautiful calls. We still have one more call for the year, which is on next week. And the calls are in different time zones. The 2 calls a month are in different time zones. So everyone gets to attend at least one call live. And there are replays. There are lots of meditations and channelings of the Rose Line in our portal, lots of channeling, meditations on receiving. So it's just a beautiful place to hang out. And the sacred sisterhood is really important. If you, whether even if that's not resonant with you, I really encourage you to find a sacred sisterhood that is resonant at your vibration and that can support you and see you and grow with you, because this is particularly important at this time as we embody this energy more. Okay, let me see if we've got some responses. Oh, by the way, I'll put the link to the membership below if you want to check it out. It's thetempleoftherose.org if you wanted to have a look. Okay. So much. I felt beautiful energy all the time. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Once you mentioned Lilith, I felt a strong energy in my body. A lot in your throat chakra. I wanted to sing. Oh, Anne Lynn, sing away. Do it, do it. Okay. So, as I mentioned, and please, if anyone has any questions at all about the Temple of the Rose, you can pop them in the comments below, and I will go through and check them and answer that. But if you're looking for your group for 2025, I would love to have you there. So let's finish with a channeling. I still don't even know who it is. I'm going to have to close my eyes and just see who comes in. Okay, so just closing your eyes again, and let's see who is going to finish this goddess live stream. Oh, there's a whole lot flashing in and out at the moment. Okay, so this is one that was mentioned. She is one that was mentioned. Oh, I used to have such a strong connection with her a long time ago when I was a sound healer. So this is Hathor, the goddess Hathor, the Egyptian goddess. So she is coming through so strongly. And I talked about the importance of the throat chakra next year. And that's what she feels like she's going to be activating. So yeah, keep your focus on your throat chakra at the moment. And let me tune into her energy. I've never, because I channel the Rose Line usually, and I haven't tapped in with her frequency as part of the Rose Line. So this is new for me. So let me just tune in and see what she wishes to share with you. Great goddesses, for each of you is a great goddess. Regardless of your body type, The great goddess is awakening in everyone, for she is the creator of the new earth energy. And to create, you must express. And to express, you must be pure in the chakra that is the throat. And by pure, I mean it must be in clear alignment with the heart, the universal heart that holds your blueprint within your energy body. To give full expression to that blueprint, your throat must be pure. You will be called in the months ahead to purify your throat. Perhaps it will be through singing or sounding. Perhaps it will be through the gargling of salt water. Perhaps it will be in speaking truth that you have held back, truth to another, truth to yourself. You will know, it will become very clear. And if you do not recognize it, perhaps there will be a physical ailment to do the clearing for you. For if you are of a certain frequency and you are here as creator of the new earth, this purification must happen in your throat. It is a powerful creative tool. And I speak not of just the spoken or the written word, but of all that you create. For all of that is expressed through the throat chakra. All that you create must be expressed in purity, in the highest frequency possible for you on this planet at this time. As an aspect of the goddess, I support you in this. Call on me if you wish for assistance. Call on me if you are uncertain. Call on me if you require my strength to express that truth. Nothing less than the full truth will be accepted. It is time to step up fully into this, into the complete expression of your blueprint. It is time. We can wait no longer. Hirani buani tuyani se kurani kuyarani senyeta hoea kirani tiayana kueai akirano se kuta dioranaka. And although you may not have heard it in my outside where I am, there were black cockatoos screeching as I was speaking that light language, and they are my totem bird here in Australia, and very powerful energies. So the black cockatoo came through there as well. So thank you for joining. Oh, let me see. There's a few more comments here. Incredible. Oh, I'm glad, Suzanne. Yes. Come back. Anyone, come back anytime and listen again. Plexus, heart, and throat. So thank you so much for joining me for this live stream. So enjoy the rest of the Friday the 13th energy. And I hope that you never look at Friday in quite the same way again, that you actually take the time to celebrate the goddess in you. So thank you everyone for being here. My pleasure. Oh, hello from Brazil. Oh, I hope that you were able to watch all of it, but the replay will be here. And if you enjoyed it, I do appreciate your likes. And if you want to share it, please share it around so that more people can get this aspect of the goddess energy today. Throat chakra and third eye for you, Stephanie. I could see and feel the Egyptian goddess energy. Yes, so powerful. Thank you, Suzanne. I will have a beautiful energy, beautiful evening. Now I've spent it in the energy of everyone. Okay, I hope to see you all again soon. So much love to you, and thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. Thank you. From the Netherlands, beautiful. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Claudia. It's my pleasure. Great to have you here. Mwah. Bye, everyone.